It's been 80 years since World Bank and IMF were created. I know you might be wondering why I'm telling you all this. Here is the reason. There is agitation in Africa concerning how the two world financial institution works, and now there is a mounting pressure to restructure it to suit all countries and not only the West. Tonight, we focus on the relationship between Africa and the world's financial institutions. Welcome to Jedka Media. This is Hafsa Mursa. World Bank and IMF were created before many African countries obtained independence from European oppressors and by extension, looters. Yes, I said looters, not by mistake. Europeans robbed Africa during our colonial era. You may wonder, how can an institution created in your absence have policies that favor you? Listen to what the President of Kenya has been saying about the IMF and the World Bank.
We need a financial transaction tax at a global level where even countries like Kenya pay. We do not want anything for free. We want another organization of equals where you have as much say because you pay as much as we do because we also pay. That's the organization we are looking for. And that is why we are saying we need a new financial architecture. You will pay more eventually because you have a bigger economy. We will pay commensurate to our economy. And we want those resources controlled not by IMF and World Bank. Because IMF and World Bank, you have the final say. We don't have no say. We want another organization of equals where you have as much say because you pay as much as we do because we also pay. That's the organization we are looking for. And that is why we are saying we need a new financial architecture where governance, where power is not on the hands of a few people. We can agree on the governance of the institution. We can agree on the sharing of power so that all of us have access to resources that go to making sure, number one, renewable energy. We invest in decarbonization. Number two, adaptation, mitigation, smart agriculture. Number three, restoring our planet, restoring our biodiversity, and making sure our carbon sinks work. This is what we are saying, and we would appreciate a little understanding. We want to be, we are talking the normal. If we continue talking the normal, Emmanuel, we will never solve this problem.
So President of Kenya has been saying over and over again about restructuring of international monetary institutions to favor all countries. The IMF and the World Bank are accused of being biased. They dance to the tune of the West. A developing country in Africa is paying up to 10% of interest, while a country like America is paying between 0.05% and 0.1%. How will African nations stand a chance to develop with exorbitant interest rates? This is what Ruto said, and I quote, "As things stand today, the current financial setup favors the global north against the global south. All sovereign states that have gone to the international financial market are paying anywhere around 10%. Our compatriots in the global north are paying anywhere between 0.05% and 0.1%. End of quote. The West is paying the least interest rates, yet they have better economies. African nations, on the other hand, are burdened with huge interest. Some of the arguments for this is that there is a huge risk associated with giving credit to Africans, but that does not justify these exorbitant interest rates. The West is using this mechanism to bully African countries, and bullying must come to an end. The IMF and the World Bank must let Africans pay the same interest as the West. Restructuring is the solution."